They go, how you doing? On some hallelujah. She gon' gas me up, or she gon' call her Uber. I've been studying on the move, just to get the moolah. You ain't talking big things, I ain't talking to ya. We been out in Hollywood, so can you act right? Yo, girl, send a brother presents in the past life. She just wanna pull up for the night and get some pad thai. I've been missing nice guy, but I ain't that nice. I've been on point like stalactites. Maybe I'm a trip, but you know, brother pack like old girl wouldn't pick the phone up last time. Now she on my line trying to tell me who I rap like. Yeah, they go, how you doing? On some hallelujah. She gon' gas me up, or she gon' call her Uber. I've been studying on the move, just to get the moolah. You ain't talking big things, I ain't talking to ya. Hey yo, if your name is Emily, this part is for you. Hey, woo! Girl, do not call this number. I got business in the work. Shawty want me feeling perky if she in it for the perks. But I might up a couple phantom just to win the door to church. And I might pay my own stuff just to see you know the words, baby, study up. They say you won't want the money once you run it up. They say you won't want the fame when you see what it does. And I believe that joint, so when the money comes, maybe don't ask about it. Cause they go, how you doing? On some hallelujah. She gon' gas me up, or she gon' call her Uber. I've been studying on the move, just to get the moolah. You ain't talking big things, I ain't talking to ya.
What up, Mitchell? What up, Don? What up, Jeremy? What up, John Stevener? Dougie Fresh. Hitman in the building. What up, everyone? Let me hit these tunes quick. Boom, splat. How's everyone doing? Just got back from the football game. I have to drink some water. So we live about a mile, not even a mile, like 3/4 of a mile away. So we walked to the game, but my youngest fell asleep. Carried him in the backpack home. And before I went, I ate like a full pizza. I'm not kidding, like a full, it's a smaller pizza, but my own like personal pizza, and drank like 5 beers. Dude, that was a struggle. Up a hill to get home. I made it, but I needed some water. So if we pull 101, I'll take the shot. But we're going to hold off on those other two. I'm like on my 3rd glass. The game was awesome, by the way. I've not been to a high school football game in a long time. It was a really cool game. It ended 29-26. It came down to the last play. It was awesome. We got lucky. That was the one I would decided to go to in the last like 15 years. Dude, it was a big hill. Oh, you know the hill. You know the hill. You've seen it. It's a fucking big hill. And then there's like a gradual grade to get to my house after the hill that's probably just as bad because it's longer. 3:48 a.m. All right, Mitchell, we'll get ripping. And look, the cool thing is, even though these are only eligible to cash in Pennsylvania, it doesn't matter because if you win, you just get to use it as credit. I can't technically do the gambling thing. So if I'll give out these at the end, 3 people will win. I'll scratch them off. If you win anything, if it's a free ticket, you get $1 off a break because it's $1 ticket. But at whatever the monetary value is, you'll get that in break credit. It might be $1, it might be $5. I've scratched as high as $200 on one of these, so it could be cool. Top prize is $2,500. I've never done a grand prize on a lottery ticket. $1,000 is the most I've ever won, and that was just this year. So that was on a $5 ticket. So we'll do those at the end. I'll put those here. We'll get cracking here. Get your votes in. I want to kind of lock these up tonight because I don't know what tomorrow's going to look like as far as breaks. Yeah, James been busy, man. James down in Florida handling his business. Has night off, right? James needed a break. So we got to pull James a little something. Last night's Score and Team Mixer was really cool. So I'm hoping we can back that up. Score has been fantastic. Our NT boxes have been amazing. Now, next week we get Certified. I have a bunch of that coming. So I like Certified. I always have. I mean, we'll see how the patches are. Some years the patches are crazy awesome, and other years they're just like, eh. But there's always a good checklist. I like the parallels in it. They usually have some pretty solid inserts. So, yeah, we'll have that. We'll do some mixers. We'll do some just PYTs, things like that. But, yeah, seriously, tell me, what's going on your Friday night? Chris Johnson, Devontae Adams, Chark, Judy Landry Williams, Terrace Marshall. These cards are bent at the bottom here. Marshall, only like a couple of them, but like they're really weird. They're like, it's not like a bow, it's like a bend. But it's Randy Moss, Raheem Mostart, And we pulled his out last night. And Josh Jacobs a little bit on the Mark Andrews, but then it corrects. It was just like must have been a weird run or something. Stafford, Tyreek Hill, Watt, Gesicki, Sanders, McCourty, Baker, Gabe Davis, the bus, Carson Strong. Dude, that Eagles-Cowboys game, well, depending on how the Chiefs game goes at 4, will determine if I'm going to watch that game. And then this guy, he couldn't get in last night. Velus Jones Jr., going out to the Chicago Bears. That's a rookie auto going out to Park Medford. I do have to say, not only did I see Chicago Bears gear at the game tonight, this is not a Chicago Bears area. I know one guy around here that's a big Chicago Bears fan. I don't think I've ever seen anyone else wear it. I saw 2 people tonight wearing their Bears gear proudly. And they weren't together. It wasn't like it was a couple that had it on. So, I mean, I think they were members of the losing team fan base, which makes sense. It's, kind of probably they're used to it. But nah, just messing with Chris. Drake London. But it was cool. Like, I always like when I see fans that wear it even, proudly after a loss. Malik Willis. I've been wearing my Bills stuff all week here, as I normally do, but specifically this week as we romp the Steelers. This is I live in Steelers country. Oh, for real? That's not a fun stat, Chris. Yeah, so I live in Steelers country, and we went in. My brother and I went into a restaurant today I met him for breakfast, and the owner of it's a Bills fan. It's an amazing restaurant, and he's like, "Oh, you guys are wearing that shit proud this week," and he's like, "Everyone, we got Bills fans in here," and It was a little bit of a riot. There were a bunch of Steelers fans in there. They're like, "Oh, get out!" Just it was fun. I liked it. They weren't quite that bad. There were a couple of Steelers fans there, like, "You guys Bills fans," but it was cool. All right. So listen, before I go any further, I got to do this. Bucks Steelers 88-12. Next up, Carolina Rams. Well, listen, amen. It was like when we got Josh Allen and we had it was the year we went to the playoffs with Tyrod. And I had my Bill stuff on, and someone's like, "Oh, you got your Bill stuff on now." I'm like, nope. I'll never, ever let anyone say that to me, because I wore that shit. My wife knows proudly. I wore that shit for the last decade before we were in the playoffs. Well, even before that, but she knew me for about a decade before that. Week 6 pick'em. Here's an interesting one. I mean, I guess this would be more interesting if we pick the line. I think this is an enticing line for the Panthers, as their starting quarterback is, help me out, who's the Panthers starting quarterback this week? I like him as a player too. He was the Arena League guy or the XFL guy or whatever. Someone help me out. It just came to me and it left. Dang it. Someone's going to say it here. So I always like when a new quarterback like that, he's a mobile quarterback. He can play. PJ Walker. Thank you. Thank you, Ian. Thank you, James. PJ Walker. I think he's a good, I like watching him play. He might be a low-key fantasy, like daily fantasy guy this week. There's a Dameon Pierce and a Desmond Ritter. Pulled that nice Desmond Ritter booklet this week. And here comes our autograph. It's going to be Clinton Portis. Oh, and a plate right behind it. How about a 101 Vince Young? Did anybody guess Vince Young? It's been a while since we pulled a plate. No Vince Young guesses? Nobody? You guys, I can't believe you didn't get Vince Young.
Got it!
No Vince Young guesses. That would be a Wes Norton guess. XFL Houston Roughnecks. That was the team. Was it XFL? Yeah. Very shortly. He was really good at it too. Or what was that other league they did? All right, we got to sticker this up quick. And I got the Clinton Portis to do too. Clinton Portis going out to the Washington football team. It's going to go out to the Hitman. Zach, we just pulled a 1-of-1 Vince Young. I thought for a second it might be a Malik Willis because I saw the Titans logo. That sticker's not as bad as it looks because of the plate's like kind of funky. Sticker's actually not bad. There we go for the Tennessee Titans. Goes out to Austin. Yeah, we just started. This is our. We were talking. I was talking about football, and you know how I make everyone listen to me and be my friend Zach. That's what I was doing, forcing people to. I have the microphone, so you will listen to every damn word I have to say. What movie is that? Clinton Portis then for the Washington football team. Robinson, Vince Young. I did say take a shot on a 101. Did we count in that one? Or printing plates count? Trey McBride. It's been a while since we pulled a printing plate. Most of our 101s have been true 101s lately. Squad up. And how about this? Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 11 out of 20. It is Wedding Singer. I can't believe I didn't get that. It's a Sandler movie and I missed it. Damn it. Don't tell my sister. No, it is Wedding Singer. Well, I have the microphone. James Eisman, you get $2 credit. Movie trivia credit. I wasn't going to throw it out there, but you got it quick. All right, where are we at on this poll? Y'all got the Rams, 17 votes. Let's keep the polls going. And what was it? 88-12. Man, we've had some lopsided picks this week. And a nice mix of home and away games as well. You guys, the total, I do have to go back and switch it. Let me do that quick. You are 48-31 is your total because I messed up that. And last week you were 10-6, which is still not enough because of the Atlanta game. I wanted to fix that because I do keep records of these. I have last year's too. We should go back and check them out. I have all of last year's sheets. I keep records of it. So one day we'll be able to go back and check your life standing blazing records here. Week 6 pick'em. This next one is very interesting. It's a divisional game between the Cardinals and the Hawks. And again, we're not going to be doing the Monday Night Squares this week. We're going to continue to do paper footballs, and I'm going to throw in the lottery ticket stuff, switching it up a little bit. You guys, we'll get back to squares, but switching it up this week because I don't know what the weekend breaks are going to look like, and when I don't know, if I'll be around a ton during the weekend. I know on Sunday because the Bills game's at 4, I very much doubt that I'll be breaking because you know how that is. I'll be hyped for the 1 o'clock games. Although the 1 o'clock schedule is a very weak, very, very weak this week. The Sunday night good game. We got to watch Russell Wilson for the 19th time already this season. They're giving him extra games this year. Khalil Shakir. There's a Garrett Wilson. Sam Howell. Gray frame Matthew Stafford, T.Y. Hilton, Tristan Wirfs, Russell Gage. We've pulled a bunch of his autos. Do it with spread on. Dude, do you sometimes feel like maybe the spread's easier? You'd think picking straight up would be easy, right? The easiest way. Do it with the spread and only needs 60%. I'll tell you what, we'll do 2 of them. We'll start early next week and we'll do one with it and we'll just see how it goes. Out of curiosity. There's a Matt Corral for there, Eisman, and Marquez Valdez-Scantling gray frame. Well, his douchiness really came to light, Jamie. Listen. It's hard to like a guy that's making that kind of money and then ruining our primetime football games every week. Listen, if he does that at 1 o'clock on Sunday, we don't talk about it. We're just like, shit, Russell Wilson's killing my fantasy team. But when you have 3 primetime games in the first 5 weeks, going on your 4th one in 6, you better play well. You're ruining our games, man. We have to watch him. We are being forced to watch his failures. If he was on at 1 o'clock, it may not be this kind of fiasco. We'd be talking about it, but not everyone would be like, oh, you guys see Russell Wilson sucked again. But now it's like, yeah, we all had to fucking watch it for 4 hours. And no, why put the Chiefs and Bills on Monday night? Let's watch the 4th Russell Wilson game in 6 weeks. Like, at what point in his career was he ever that good? I don't think, I mean, Tom Brady barely got that many games on prime time in one season. It just, I don't know. Marvin Leo. There's a Kenny Pickett and a Bailey Zappi. They always go back to back. Here comes our auto. It's going to be Austin Eckler. There's a Tyreek Hill going to the Chiefs. Austin Eckler. Dude, the autos in score this year are so fun. And we didn't have to see him anyhow. I do try to see like every quarterback before they go. And, you know, who knows when the next time I was going to see. I am going to get to see Rodgers this year. Lord willing that he stays healthy. I'll get to see Rodgers play in Buffalo. I'm pretty excited for that. I've seen Brady a bunch of times. Saw Ben. You see this year. And like that's the thing is I still there's some I didn't get to see. I saw Manning. I don't think I ever got to see Drew Brees play that I recall. I don't think so. No, I know I didn't. I would have liked to got to see him play. I saw Manning. We should still have one more auto. There he is, Russ Wilson. One of the guys they actually did switch on teams. There's a Sam Howell. Jameson Williams. And yes, I could rip through score a bit faster, but what would the fun of that be? Garrett Wilson out of 100 there going out to the Jets. All right, so this is the time in the season, too, where I feel like it's like make or break for some players, and this is where some players start to stand out, where fantasy teams are like, you know, made and or broken. Oh, we're going to end with an auto. Cool. So there's some guys that, you know, as the bye weeks kick in, this is where you see what your team's made of. It's going to be a Roger McCreary. That's going to be numbered out of 20, though. Another one going out to the Tennessee Titans to go with your 101 plate, Austin. There you go, Austin. Bears versus Fins. I'll tell you what, I am so tempted to go to the Miami-Buffalo game. But it's so late in the season in Buffalo. That's going to be an annihilation anyhow. This is where the runs start. My runs start usually after I eat breakfast every morning. That's a horrible joke. Only when I fast, though. Listen, and, you know, James, we're all like the Raiders are 1-4. Their season is over. You know, there's no way it can change like that. Now, we get into week 9 and 10. We're having a different conversation, but I just think that we've seen it before. Teams make runs. Jamie, you jinxed it. You jinxed it by telling me I was like sending me that 0-14 thing. Where are we at on this? All right, we have 21 votes. Y'all are awesome in here hanging out. I love you for that, fam. The one thing that I love about this group so much, many things, but one of my favorites is that you guys continue to come back, listen to me talk bullshit, and do this kind of stuff. Arizona 76-24. The prizes this week are as follows. Remember, it's 2 weeks and then they go up. So it's 40, 15, and 10 again this week. Then next week it will go up. 40, second is 15, third is 10. So the next game up, though, is going to be the one I want to see. This is interesting, and this is awesome because we got so many people voting. It's a good time, so we're going to keep them going. We're going to close them out in this break, and they'll be done, and I can get the picks posted. Week 6 pick 'em. To me, not because I'm a Bills fan, but it is, to me, got to be the game of the week. I know that Eagles-Cowboys game is a close second. I do like the Baltimore Giants game because of the records and what's going on with the Giants there, but it's a non-conference game, but we got to do this. This is Bills for the 7th time in 8 seasons playing against Kansas City in Kansas City. We got the Bills and the Chiefs. They will play them again next year in Kansas City. It's already guaranteed to happen because they play them every 3 years. 3 years ago was when 2020 happened. They played in Buffalo, but they did not have fans, could not go to that game. So the Bills will play the Chiefs again regular season next year in Kansas City. Bills blow them out in the statement game. Don't you do that, Zach. Don't say that. That's not funny. I'm going to say the same thing I do for every game. I just want both teams to stay healthy. I swear, it's like, you want a boy or a girl? Oh, we're happy with either. I hate when people say that. That's how I feel when people are like, oh, anytime they're indifferent, but I truly mean this. I do not want to see Mahomes or Allen get hurt. The NFL, cannot afford to lose quarterbacks right now. I don't think we understand how important it is that quarterbacks, like Lamar getting hurt would not be good. Burrow getting hurt's not good. Like those guys, even like guys like Tua getting hurt, it's not good for the NFL. We need those guys in there because you see what the options are. You see the alternatives to these quarterbacks. There's a reason quarterbacks get paid. Some of these quarterbacks are really bad. They're not bad. They're just not the caliber we get to see week in and week out. Because even when we get a guy like, what's his name in Dallas? I'm drawing a blank. I'm exhausted tonight. Cooper Rush. Even though you got a guy like Cooper Rush, he's still not exciting to watch, right? Aiden Hutchinson. Dad. What's up, Dad? Cooper Rush isn't bad, but he's Jimmy Garoppolo. He's a really, really good game manager. He's really good at managing wins. Hey, there we go. What up, Malik Willis? Another nice QB auto going out to the Tennessee Titans. Austin killing it tonight. You feel the same way? Oh, I like hearing it. I hope you guys are right. Austin, see what happens when you say nice things. We got to do the same thing for Zach. He said the same thing. But two of you guys saying it gets me excited. Bills, you got Bills 72. I never like being that much of the favorite. Titans are eating. They are, Chris. I love that you guys we're getting a lot of votes in here too. Hopefully we scratch some money off on those lottery tickets. We are still doing the paper football. We'll do the 2 $5 hitless credits as well. Last break of the night. This is all we're doing. Now, tomorrow evening, I don't know what the day is going to look like, but I do have some jerseys that came in. I have a couple of helmets left. I would like to do like a mixer with a jersey, a helmet, maybe a box of Score, a box of Legacy, like a box of Leaf, a whole bunch of boxes, and try to keep it fairly cheap. Some of the lower end stuff, just on the cheaper side, so we can get a jersey in there, a helmet. I like they're the Leaf jerseys, not the TriStar. They're the Leaf helmets, not the TriStar. I have not bought the TriStar. Not that we won't ever get them again, but I've been staying away from them. Breakthrough out of 100 showcase. It's going to be Jamar Chase. It's a sweet card. Bills by 4. Bills are favored by 2.5 in that game. They're minus 2.5 in Kansas City, which that line's weird. We do not have Trey White is not back. He's back, but he's not playing this week. At least that's what we were told. That's what the coach said. Someone said there's a chance he plays, but the coach already said he's out for the week. So Garrett Wilson, Devontae Adams, Tolbert. How about a Jamison Crowder out of 50? Wait. All right. I do have to understand your line of thinking here, Zach, just so I understand. In what aspect would a win by 4 and a minus 2.5 line be a statement game? Like, what element of the game would have to be a statement? Like, they win by 4, but they were up by, 14 with like 20 seconds and there's an onside. Like, at what point is it? I don't know. Poyer was limited in practice, John. What's up, John? Bunch of nice Titan stuff tonight. I think he plays this week. I also think Dawson Knox does as well. Although I'm just not sure why we paid him and not Poyer. I mean, we've lost some players already that we got to get our center healthy. We have off next week. So I would love to just take this game down. This is a huge game for us. There's a Sam Howell. And then take it down and get some rest. Let these guys get therapy. Don't let them make them practice. Isaiah Likely. Going out to the Baltimore Ravens is going to be Bobby Steele with the Likely. Well, Zach, that was literally the Dolphins game, though. We dominated every statistical category and lost that game. I still don't understand how it happened. I got to go back and watch, what happened in that game? Because we were time of possession, huge. I mean, first down efficiency, huge. We owned that game and we lost. George Pickens, that means there's going to be a Pickett coming up here shortly. He usually trails right behind it. Harold Landry. Yeah, both teams have shown weaknesses in their armor, chinks in their armor this year. Both in the same week. Dolphins beating the Bills the same week that the Jags or the Colts beat. Which one of the teams? The Colts beat the Chiefs, right? Which is crazy. So they've both shown that there's moments. We got to shut Kelsey down. That's all there is to it. Kelsey's got to be shut down. I think Juju's kind of on the mend too, but so is Gabe Davis. I guess is finally starting to get healthy, but McKenzie isn't. I don't know what's going on. They just cannot get healthy this year. There's a Malik Willis. Olave, he's stepping up this year. Do we see another week at all from Taysom Hill like we saw last week? Does he have any more weeks like that? The Swiss Army knife. Frank Clark. I dropped him in every league I had him in last week, right before the games too. The night before or the day of. And there's a Matt Corral. And then, sure as shit, I had to pick him up in a few of them. Hey, look at this. Fred Taylor, Jacksonville Jaguars. Love this dude. There you go, Ricky. I don't know, Ian. They were limited. Him, Poyer, both limited. They haven't done much. Dude, all right, so I heard about this today. I did not know this is a thing. They were talking about Mac Jones' injury, and the lady on Fantasy Radio on XM was like, yeah, so apparently they go to these high buildings in the Patriots complex and they take these long lens cameras and they put them through binoculars. It's literally rigged up to look through binoculars and they're they can see into the stadium, into the complex. And Mac Jones is in a boot, but he's moving around because the Patriots will not talk about his injury. I haven't been following it at all. Have you heard of this? Are you aware of this? They're like NFL reporters, but they're acting like they're TMZ reporters, putting long lens cameras up through binoculars. You can get telescopes. Just get a fucking telescope. That's got to be illegal. And she wasn't joking. She was dead ass serious about it. Gabe Davis with 2 more touchdowns. He is so touchdown dependent, though. 3 catches, 2 touchdowns. I mean, that's kind of how that game in the playoff were too. You're playing Swanson in the money league? Hey, I need Allen Goff. I'm in that guillotine league, and I have Russell Wilson as my backup quarterback. Jacobs, my running back's off this week. Here we go. Who is it? Dude, I'm telling you, score is where it's at for the LA Rams. There you go, Ian. How about an Eric Dickerson? Or don't, I don't care. Eric Dickerson going out to the LA Rams. Loving this stuff. So I got to tell you a story about that touchdown. I offered to do, we did Pittsburgh salads against Pittsburgh last week. Eat up the competition, So I was out in the grill leading up to game time, and I'm cooking the steaks on the grill. getting ready for our Pittsburgh salad. If you don't know what Pittsburgh salad is, it's got steak, it's got French fries. They're the two key elements to a Pittsburgh salad. A lot of people can switch it up, either egg, blue cheese crumble, stuff like that. There's a lot of different ways, but steak and fries on a Pittsburgh salad. So anyhow, I'm doing the steak, and my dad's like, do you see what happened? We fumbled it at the 2-yard line. I'm like, that's all right. They'll score a 98-yard touchdown, and we're good to go. Like, just said it in jest, right? And I hear screaming, like painful screaming coming from the living room. It was my dad. He woke my brother's baby was there, little one. He woke the kid up. My sister's got so mad. She's like, we thought you were dying, or we thought you were in trouble. Because they threw that 98-yard touchdown. He sounded like a little girl. He was so excited. Cylindrical meats. No, but they got to be really tiny so Pickett can hold them. What were the hits in the first score box? I can do a real quick recap. We had the Velus Jones, the Clinton Portis, the Austin Eckler, and I guess, the Roger McCreary. But we also had the 1-of-1 Vince Young. And I'll recap them at the end too. And then in this one, we had the Fred Taylor, the Isaiah Likely, Eric Dickerson, and Malik Willis. That was a nice box there. Jamie, I don't think you got to meet my dad when you were here, did you? All right, here we go. NT, again, don't go. Oh, we want to do another vote. We got everyone in here. You got the Bills. The Bills, all right, the vote settled down a little bit. 65-35. I can get behind that. Again, I'm not betting on that game this week. I don't feel good about the 2.5 line. That game's just a coin. I think it depends who comes to play. Like so many factors there. We were showing we can beat them. We did last year, and then in the playoffs we had them beat, but we lost. We beat them in the regular season last year, though. And that was in Kansas City as well. Oops, I just put who wins. Week 6 pick'em. Here we go. Yeah, but don't leave at the end. We have the 2 $5 hitless credits. We have the paper football, and we have the lottery tickets as well. This is a big one. I'm curious to see where you're at on this. Is Cooper Rush definitely the starter? 100%. Dak, I had to move off the IR, so I'm assuming that he's questionable and not out for the game. If he was out for the game, he could still be on my IR. Depends on. Oh man, it's still too soon on that. Good luck. NT's been nice. I hope it continues to be nice. So they're playing it questionable. I just can't see them playing him. I mean, maybe they want him active in case something happens to Cooper Rush. Oh, just a reminder. Oh, we have another booklet in here. All right, empty box. All active players go to their current teams. Inactive players that are not retired, i.e. Antonio Brown, will go to the Bucks. Odell Beckham will go to the Rams. And then retired players goes to most games played per Wikipedia. Here we go. This one's going to be out of 10 to the Kansas City Chiefs. Don Wiley getting a nice Patrick Mahomes card. Love these. The base look good, especially the parallels here. I think, Austin, you have to let Cooper Rush go until he loses. And then you can say, okay, Dak is healthy. I think that's kind of what's Jerry Jones is praying there's a reason to put Dak in. He doesn't have a choice. Cooper Rush gets hurt, or Cooper Rush just looks so bad that everyone wants Dak back in, because it's really cool. Dak came and did the same thing Cooper Rush was doing, winning games. But if Dak comes in and loses, what do you now you're in trouble. Now they're calling for Cooper Rush. Cooper Rush is 4-0 this year, 5-0 all time. We put Dak and we lose a game. What the hell? Put Cooper back in. I'm kind of with Chris. All that money, but it wouldn't be the first time. Remember how Russell Wilson got his job? A Sauce Gardner going out to the Jets. Jets is Richard Myler. I'm with you, John. Again, I agree with you and Chris. There's too much money in there. However, and then the argument to that could be this: we don't want to rush him back. No pun intended. We don't want to rush Dak back. He's too much of an investment we're going to hold him out. That's how you keep Cooper Rush in there. And then he loses, like, all right, you're in a kind of a position to, like, hold the keys, hold everything in your favor. For the Buffalo Bills, this is a nice short print, Kyle. 2 out of 5. Nice chunky patch. Khalil Shakir. And that's a good question, Jamie. Do they run the same game plan? Do they just let Dak kind of like work his way? Like, hey, this game manager shit works. We don't need you to be a superstar. Our defense is doing well. Just be okay. Speaking of the Cowboys, Jalen Tolbert out of 99. The true RPA here. Yeah, I mean, I think, and honestly, if I'm the coach, if I'm the owner here, that's what I'm doing. Unless I know Dak is 110%, even if he's 95%. I'm good. I just need a shot before the game, or I'm good. I need to do some extra stretching. No, we're good. Stay on the sidelines. If we need you, we know you're good to go. But we want you at 100% to start. I just think you do that. All right, ownership could come into play here. We got CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, which is the Giants, correct? Mark Andrews for the Ravens, and Hollywood for the Cardinals. Let's see if anyone owns more than 25%. CeeDee Lamb, the Dallas Cowboys, going out to Jeff. Sterling Shepard for the Giants, going out to Christian. Mark Andrews to the Ravens, going out to Bobby. And Hollywood for Cardinals, going out to Christine. It is a true four-way. That's not something you get very often. And that's the crazy thing, Austin. I agree with John and Chris, but I'm not kidding. I agree with you as well. Like, how can you take him out? It's a predicament. Cooper Rush has made it difficult. Fucking Cooper Rush. All right, Devonta Smith for the Birds, Jalen Waddle for the Dolphins, Jerry Jeudy for the Broncos, and Jameson Williams. Look at this. That's crazy. They all played. Oh no, one's Bama, one's Oklahoma. I don't know what I was thinking there. All right, so Devonta Smith going out to the Eagles is Zach. Jalen Waddle for the Dolphins is Dougie. Jerry Jeudy for the Broncos is Justin. And Jameson Williams for the Detroit Lions is John. So we have another four-way here. All right, I'm going to have to open up. Hold on, I need to open up another pack of top loaders. Is that how he got it? Is that what happened? Was that Cooper Rush's stat line last week? 98 yards? You're kidding. All right, hold on. Before I go any further, let's get the Monday night game in. Just so we can lock this down. We don't have to worry about it. I'm going to close this out because I think we have quite a few votes, right? 16 votes is enough. That's cool. This is neat. I'm glad you guys, I appreciate y'all coming in and voting and helping us get this filled tonight. Y'all have Philly 62 to, was it 20, 38? Yeah, that makes 100. I'll review that at the end then. Oh, I got to put the poll up. I don't want to forget about this awesome primetime game on Monday. You know what? It could be good. The good news about it is we get another round of Herbert. He's like back to 100%, right? The Broncos and the Chargers, and it's a divisional game. I will say this: I get the scheduling of this one a lot more than the Colts Broncos on Thursday night. Out of 25 from Penn State University, going out to the Hitman. This will do well with Penn State fans. Jahan Dotson. Yeah, John, that's true. Do you really want to put Dak in there to run like a lunatic away from them, though? Jahan Dotson going out to the Hitman. There you go. I knew John K would want this. This stuff does really well at shows. We have a show coming up, Jamie, too. So if you want me to put this out, I can. I have a jersey I'm putting out for Dougie. People love the Nittany Lion stuff around here. John, you're still setting up at that show, right? October 29th? And the last one. Eisman said he needed a good pick-me-up for his long week. He got it. True RPA out of 49. Matt Corral, Dougie, there, or not Dougie, James. I'm sorry, Dougie. James, oh man, that worked out perfect.
Oh my God.
There you go. He knew he needed something. There you go. James Eisman getting it.
Let's go.
Yeah, they were kind of crappy patches, and I've seen some nice patches out of this. But hey, still a nice card. I'm going to mag that one up for you there. We have pulled a Howe, a Ritter, a Pickett, a Coral. Who am I missing? We pulled them out of these. We're 6 boxes in. We have pulled some really nice stuff. Is Eisman? Oh, there he is. Eisman. Is he not in here? There you go. Let me sticker that up for you. The Austin. What Austin? Did you get something else in a different break? Yeah, he's got a torn labia or something like that this week, or a ligament, or what's his torn lateral something? I don't know. Yeah, that's cool, man. I know you said you really needed something. All right, let's recap here a little bit. We got some stuff to do. We got some that sauce. Is that who we offered? I did it on purpose. I promise it was on purpose. Because he's being a little bitch. I'm sorry. I have a lot of stock in him in my fantasy team. And I'm not fantasy teams. I have him in like 8 out of my 14 teams. It's a little bit ridiculous. And I'm not thrilled. I really am not thrilled about it because he's killing me. Last week, I lost in my Dynasty League. Well, Chris, the Keeper League we have. I lost in that by 8 points because I started Russell Wilson over Zach Wilson. If I started Zach Wilson, I win. Who would have thought that would be an issue this year? Golly. I'm so mad about it. I have not let it go. Patrick Mahomes out of 10. We got the Showcase Breakthrough Chase out of 100. Crowder to 50. Garrett Wilson to 100. And out of 20, Valdez Scantling. I want to see what... Here, we'll just do it this way here. The patches we'll have to do at the end. Tolbert for the Dallas Cowboys. Going out to Jeff Kellington. We had the Khalil Shakir out of 6 for the Buffalo Bills. Sweet card going out to Kyle Costco. I like that one. We had the Sauce for the Jets, New Jersey Jets. Myler getting that one. That's going to be out of 99. And then Fred Taylor for the Jaguars. Another nice break. I'll tell you what, the Score and the NT go ironically pretty well together. Who would have thought? I was telling Jason today, if someone came to me and said, what box should I buy of products that were released so far in 2022? I never thought the word Score would be the answer to that question. But I really believe if someone newer to the hobby, or someone said I don't want to spend a bunch of money but I want a cool box, Score this year has been really, really cool. Not a ton of like short print autos, but some cool names like Fred Taylor. We have more coming up here. Tennessee Titans getting Austin Linderwell. See, is that boxes of Score like 150, 160 range, I think. Now they've come down a bit. They were at like 175. They may still be around there. I think they're down the 150, 160 range. Austin Eckler for the Chargers. I have a case last year that I paid. I still have it. I paid $310 a box for it. Austin Eckler for the Chargers. Clinton Portis for the Washington football team. He wasn't done, Hitman. You got another one coming. Velus Jones for the Chicago Bears going out to Park Medford. And Matt Corral going out to the Carolina Panthers. We're not done yet, though. I should have saved that one. We also had this Malik Willis for the Tennessee Titans to Austin. Yeah, I think, let me see, because I could be wrong. They could still be 175. I thought they would have come down, but I mean, a lot of the stuff's come out a lot cheaper than it did last year. So I think it's held the line a little bit better. And stuff hasn't really been dropping like it did at the beginning of the year because it's been coming out a little bit cheaper. LA Rams, Eric Dickerson. This doesn't count as a hit, but it is a Vince Young for the Titans. And then, of course, Jamie getting that Jahan Dotson out of 25 booklet. All right, so we do have paper footballs. We do have hitless credits. We do have lottery tickets. But before we do that, let's random up these 4-player and 3-player. Oh, both 4-player cards. Well, Chris, it's nice like to have affordable boxes again. Like I said, last year that was a $310 box. And then now this year it was $175 plus tax on Panini. I think something like that. Maybe it was slightly higher on Panini. Devonta Smith, Jalen Waddle, Jerry Jeudy, Jameson Williams. Here we go. Min roll 5. Good luck, y'all. Counts as a hit. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. You guys just put the Chargers in position. Jameson Williams for the Detroit Lions. John getting that one. There you go, John. All right, next one up. We have another one. Oops, what did I do? 4-player card. Top team wins. I'm not top team, but it's top player. We got CeeDee Lamb. We have Sterling Shepard. Mark Andrews. That's crazy. All these guys played for the same squad. And Hollywood Brown. Then roll 5. We got an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's going to be Hollywood going out to the Arizona Cardinals. Christine keeping that run going. Christine almost didn't make it, but you did. Christine has a very nice 3-day run here, getting some awesome Giants stuff. A really cool Giants, San Francisco Giants card. A Thibodeau, really nice Thibodeau. Something else. All right, before I do the lottery tickets, we'll do the 2 $5 hitless credits, and then I'll do the lottery tickets. Or no, I'll do the paper football. Then I'll close with the lottery tickets so that if you don't want to watch me scratch those, you don't have to. Top 2 and $5 hitless credits. Good luck, y'all. And you are all eligible, if you were in this break, for FanDuel. I'll get those links out tomorrow. And then anybody that gets in a break tomorrow, I'll also tag you in the link for that. It's going to be the Texans and the Packers. It's going to be Mitchell Pincott and Stan K each getting a $5 credit. All right, paper football. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. And then we'll close the lottery tickets. Everyone eligible for the paper football. Everyone eligible for the lottery tickets. They are separate drawings because this is just. I wanted to bring something back we haven't done in a while. Maybe I'll bring the hitless bin back or something like that. The what did we call that? Falcons and just the Falcons. Atlanta Falcons. Brooks Fit getting it. Let's do the paper football quick. We got a full list this week. The Buffalo Bills. You got them. Wonder if we're ever gonna freaking pull them. Falcons. Brooks Fit. Now, you will have them. If they win this week, you'll keep them, but you'll have them on their bye week, too. Remember that. So, they're just an automatic win. You don't get $5 for it. They just move on to the next week. Maybe it is a sign. All right. Now, we're going to do the 3 lottery tickets. Top 3 will win one. First, we'll be at 94, then 95, then 96. Oddly, this moves from from right to left. All right. Bring y'all in. Top 3 get lottery as credit. All winnings go as credit. You don't win in cash. So even if it's $2,500, you can be like, can I get that in cash? Has to be used as credit. It's just the way I'm doing it. I'm not getting any, like, putting that on record, not getting any legal issue giving away that stuff. So I'm sure credit's fine. Cowboys, Bucks, and Hawks. Let's see who gets it. Cowboys. Oops, did I show the screen on that? Cowboys, Bucks, and Hawks. I don't remember if I switched the screen back or not. Cowboys is Jeff Kellington. I'll scratch it. I just want your names on them. The Bucks is Jason Mello. Well, John, we have plenty. Hold on one second. Cowboys, Bucks, and Seahawks. But I've pulled back on getting them because Kyle said that they're not getting as many basketball teams this year. So I'm worried about possible attendance, shows in general down a bit. And then if they're not having as many teams, I'm like, I don't want to have too many vendors at it. So we're going to have 30 tables, which is kind of the cap that we wanted it. But we are going to try to push it a little bit further. And I don't think we're going to do that now. We're just going to leave it at what it is. I haven't called a bunch of other people. All right, let's see what we get here. First one up, 94, is Jeff Kellington. Remember, pays his credit. This is kind of a stupid ticket because there's no numbers, but I wanted to do a Halloween one. You either have to get a ghost or you can get one of these Win 10 symbols, all right? Yeah, it was a good size. All right, you got yourself a hat. That would have been a $2,500 winner, but hats aren't winners. You got yourself a Big Eyes for $100. He does not win. A tooth for $1. Tooths don't win. Teeth don't win. And then $500 on an angry pumpkin. Sorry, you are not a winner. I'll let you see it there. Has to be a ghost, or a Win 10 symbol. All right, next up is Corey Humphrey. Actually, no, that's 96. 95 is Jason Mello. Here we go, Jason. Oh, you got a ghost. We'll scratch you out in a minute. You got a cat. You got a scared pumpkin. All right, let's see. A ghost. $2. You win yourself $2 credit. Not a big one, but you got yourself $2 credit. So that is Jason Mello. That would be cool, right? We're going to do more of these. I like these. It's fun to do. So $2 credit for Jason Mello. And then here we go. This one goes out to Corey Humphrey. Big Eyes. Spots. Spider. And wings. So no winner for you there. We'll try some new tickets tomorrow. Maybe I'll do two $2 ones. But the winner, we did have one winner, a $2 credit. Jason Mello, you got $2 credit. Oh, these stupid spammers. Remove. There you go, Hitman. Hitman. I don't know. Somebody's being douchey. I am getting a cold. It's from being out in that high school football game all night. I got sick. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, we got to do the Chargers. I'm going to real quick, if you want to see where we're at. Chargers were 95-5. So here's where you guys were at. You already lost the Chicago one. So you have 3 more games to go. Actually, this week's a little different because there's less games. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's only 14 games this week. 14 times. All right. It says you need 10.5. I'm going to let you have 10. So you can still get 4 wrong. All right. I'm giving you this edge here. I'm trying to hand it to you. All right. You got Niners over Atlanta, Cleveland over New England, Green Bay over the Jets, Jags over the Colts, Vikings over the Dolphins, Bengals over the Saints, Ravens over the Giants, Bucks over the Steelers. I got invited to that game, but I can't go because I'm not missing that Kansas City game. Rams over the Panthers, Cardinals over the Seahawks, Buffalo over Kansas City, Philly over Dallas, and Chargers over Denver. Should be a good ticket. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night. Stay classy.